Okay, it's finally here. I've been talking about it for 2 months. I'm finally doing a full face of Chanel today. Stay till the end because I really want you to tell me if you think this looks like the cost that I'm going to reveal at the end. I'll go through the receipts and I tell you how much this all cost. I do a trigger warning, so watch the trigger warning before proceeding. But I don't know. I mean, it's really pretty, but does it look like the price that I paid, or can you find this look anywhere else? I will say it was a lot of fun to put on. I love the packaging so much. I love the quality of Chanel. I do feel very beautiful, but you've seen me do drugstore and I also feel very beautiful. So you watch, you let me know, but today you're in the right place if you want to see Chanel. Is it worth it? Hi, I'm Michelle Spieler. Welcome back to my channel. I am an over 25-year professional makeup artist. I come from the Hollywood industry. I know a thing or two about makeup, all ages, all ethnicities. I'm glad you're here. I'm also the creator of the Mature Makeup Masterclass, a series of over 20 videos on mature technique using all products under the sun. The link is always in the description of every single video I post. Now, let's get started. Trigger warning. I realize that times are tough right now. And so if luxury products trigger you, or seeing someone else describe or get excited about a luxury product that you maybe can't afford right now, then do not watch this video. This video is not for you. I come from living paycheck to paycheck most of my marriage. We made really good money before Gracie was born, and we also spent all of it because when you live in Los Angeles and a tiny fixer-upper starts at $600,000, you don't even bother saving. We just didn't even bother. We're just like, we'll rent. We'll just rent our whole life. We'll travel, we'll rent, we'll eat, we'll drink, and that's what we did. And surprisingly, Gracie came around. I was pregnant at 39, unexpectedly, but thrilled because we tried our whole 30s to get pregnant. We couldn't. I had her on my 40th birthday, which is the biggest gift of my life. And ever since, we have struggled financially. Okay, and I left the Hollywood industry. I made very good money in it, but I walked away from it and we moved to North Carolina because I got into scripted television, which was such a blessing. I worked on New Girl season 1. It was such a blessing. I loved it. I pinched myself. I was on the Fox a lot looking at murals of Sound of Music and Simpsons and Star Wars. And I'm like, wow, how am I here? You know, and it was such a fun show and it was a beauty show, which is my strength. And I walked away from it because I wanted to raise Gracie myself. She was 4 years old at the time. She's now 15. I'm fortunate that North Carolina still has a good TV and film industry. We have a lot of commercial here in Charlotte because of NASCAR and the Panthers. And so I've always found ways to make money in production living here, but again, still balancing that family life. And so we have lived paycheck to paycheck for the 10 years that we have lived here. TikTok changed my life. The quarantine changed my life. And I fell into being an influencer for women over 40, and I'm delighted to be here. I slowly started making money through TikTok and brands, and then I found Saint accidentally last November, but I didn't start talking about it until January, February of this year, and Saint single-handedly has changed my life. At the same time, I still earn really good money on TikTok from big brands like Anastasia Beverly Hills and Kosas and Kat Von D and Peter Thomas Roth, and just I've partnered with really great brands. Caudalie, I love Caudalie eye cream. So I'm really fortunate that for the first time in 10 years, we are making money and we are trying to pay off our mortgage, okay? I still live with a mess of a house. This is all you see. But this whole room has been empty for 10 years. I'll show you, look. This is our dining room with all my PR boxes on it. This is where I keep all of my products stored. And this room, before I put a studio in here, was completely empty because we couldn't afford furniture. Okay, I just had a painter come to paint an upstairs bedroom, which I tore wallpaper down 6 years ago, and there is still old glue all over the wall, and it was such a mess I walked away from the project. And now I can afford to have a house painter come in, paint that room a beautiful white. I'm moving all of this upstairs, but it might be a few months because everyone is so busy with just all their clients. So eventually I'm moving upstairs. This will now become a real living room. We have old 20 and 30-year carpet upstairs that needs to be ripped up. We want to do some renovations to the house, but we want to pay the house off first. So we are living in a home that is so outdated, so in need of renovation, so in need of new floors. So just know that I've been there, okay? I've had my credit card declined at the grocery store many times and in the company of my young daughter. So these are life lessons that she's learned, okay? Sorry that took so long, but I wanted to explain that because I am not insensitive to what people are going through. However, it is my job to show product. It is my job to teach. It is my job to show luxury, drugstore, and everything in between. And so I found myself ordering Chanel makeup back in July, okay? July, gas prices were at their lowest for a few months. Groceries were not quite as high in July, but something really happened in September and everything spiked. So I ordered a whole box of Chanel. Now, what I want to do is, look, it's never been opened. I've literally had this box since it shipped. I've never opened it. I kind of don't even remember what I opened. So I'm going to open this right now, okay? And then I will tell you what's in here. Then I will unbox it all, open up the packaging so that we can move through this tutorial quickly. I think it's so beautiful too how they put your receipt. They put your beautiful receipt inside of here. It's just classy. I ordered directly from Chanel website. I didn't go through Nordstrom or Neiman Marcus. I ordered straight from Chanel themselves, and it is just so beautiful. I started wearing Chanel when I was probably 21, maybe 22. I can't remember. I was in college and my friend worked at Nordstrom, and I treated myself once or twice a year to a Chanel lipstick and even a YSL lipstick. Those were my two bougie brands when I was quite young. Okay, so here's what we have. We have the Beige Water Fresh Complexion Touch. Okay. This is the water blush. Now this was real popular in the summer because they were watery products. They had the little balls of pigment in them. People were going crazy for it. And I thought, okay, I want to try this. So I ordered it in July, and yet here it sits. It's quite tiny. I wish I had another bottle of something to show you, but I don't. But this is, well, here's a Maybelline BB cream. So you can see how teeny tiny this is. And you know Chanel prices. You know Chanel prices. So that is teeny tiny. And it comes with a little brush, which is right here. And you're supposed to put it on with a brush. So I will show you that later. So then I got the water blush to go with it. Let me put my glasses on. Look at this. Do you see this huge dent in my forehead? It's from wearing glasses up at the top of my head. Ooh. Okay, so let's see what I got. I got a shadow quad. I think I remember which one I got too. I think there's a real pretty hunter green in there. I got a Beige Natural lip pencil. I got a waterproof eyeliner in black. I got a beautiful lipstick in Rouge Coco. That sounds red, doesn't it? I don't remember getting red though. This is also a waterproof eyeliner in espresso. So I got a black and an espresso. We'll see which one I feel today. This is the multi-stick and transparent. I think it's supposed to give you beautiful, beautiful skin. And I got, ooh, I don't remember getting this, a Chanel No. 5 all over body spray. That's my fragrance in the winter. I wear Chanel No. 5. I do not remember ordering that. I also got I got a concealer. I'm surprised because I don't like other companies' concealers for the most part. I will do a concealer video soon. Okay, so that's, I emptied the box, nothing left. And then there's this, whatever this is. This might be samples maybe? Oh no, this is a lipstick. Why is it in here? Illusion? I don't remember. I don't know why it's in here. Samples, maybe. This is another lipstick. I got 2 lipsticks. I got a lift cream. It better lift for these prices. Oh, and I got a little mascara. We'll try their mascara. Okay, so that's what I got. I'm not wearing their lift cream today because I already have on my skincare and I have on my SPF. So let's get started. All right, let's get started. Apparently I bought a lip balm. I don't even know how expensive that was, but it does feel really good and I will keep it in my purse at all times because you know me, I really do like just a lip liner with a balm. I really don't like a lot of lipstick. Okay, I'm going to start with eye primer. So this is Anastasia. This is the only thing today, and probably my eyebrows. Anastasia just sent me this primer and it is really good, and a little goes a really long way. I learned the hard way. I took way too much out, put it on my eyes, and it was just way too much. And I even took it to work yesterday at ESPN because it worked so well on me. I wanted to see how it looked on younger women who are under studio lights, and it really grips. That's what I liked about it. It really, really gripped. Now, anytime you do something like that, it's best to take a little bit of powder and dust over it so that it's not too tacky or too grippy, that the shadows don't go nicely over it. One thing I should have done off camera and I did not was my eyebrows. It just goes to show you, I really don't plan these videos too well. I just kind of turn the camera on and let's see what happens. So you never know what you're gonna get with me. But I really do need, I need a brow. And I thought I ordered a Chanel brow and I'm surprised I didn't. I ordered everything else. I ordered 2 eyeliners, one in black and one in brown. You would have thought I would have ordered a brow pencil, but maybe because I really, really love Anastasia brows. It's really my favorite brow system, and I really like Benefit. So that's probably why I just thought, let's not mess with luxury brows. We already know what we like. So sorry about that. I should have just had my brows on already. I'm not gonna do them super well because I don't wanna take too much time here. But sometimes people like watching how I do brows, so here you go. Okay, this one, you always have to gauge too where this brow comes in more than this one, so I'm always forever correcting the shape and the placement of my brows. Okay, I'm super excited to show you the Chanel quad I got. I purposely picked a quad that is very different than anything that I own because I just didn't want to get a bunch of neutrals. I have really beautiful shadows from Saint, and I have beautiful, I love Makeup by Mario. This is just a whole, when I first got it, I'm like, this is so boring. They are gorgeous on, really beautiful shadows. So I'm glad I have that too. But I want to show you what I got with Chanel because it is so different. First of all, Chanel always comes in a little velvet pouch, and you open it up. And I used to buy these in my 20s too. Look at that. Look at that. I'm very excited. Okay, so I love that they still give these. Should we try them? I feel like we should try this. Ooh, that color's much darker than I thought. Let's see. Oh. Wow. Wow. That is so much darker than I thought it would go on. Okay, so that's kind of fun to put it on with these. Do you guys remember using these little, I mean, even with Chanel, I used those even in my 20s and 30s. It's just, I don't know what it is, but it's kind of fun to use. Those little applicators. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush. And just kind of blend it and fan it out. I like that. That is very pretty. Now it's weird because it has a shimmer in it. Normally I would not put a shimmer in my crease, but it's only the tiniest shimmer. Now I have two different eye shapes. So now we're gonna make sure these blend. So the Chanel shadows are just like I remember. I probably have not bought Chanel shadows since my 30s. This is probably the first time in 15 years. I definitely have not bought Chanel shadows since Gracie was born. I thought about it many times, but I was just like, I can't justify it. I just can't justify it when there's so many good shadows on the market. But once you do Chanel, I mean, there is a real difference. Now that just went on so smooth, and look at it close up. It's just very smooth and buttery. Okay, now I'm gonna take the other side. This is so funny. I'm gonna take the clean side. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, this is like, it's like a really beautiful, almost like a stone color. I would call this color like stone beige. Okay, you see that? Really pretty. Okay, and then I want to do this gorgeous teal. That's what I want to do. So I am going to do the black pencil. I want the black pencil. Let's see how good their pencils are. Oh, it's a twist up. I was not expecting that. It says it's waterproof. So I want to do the pencil first because I'm going to smudge that beautiful green over it. That's really nice. I will tell you this, it draws on very easily. It draws on really easily. You know, I like to wing it out a little bit. That's just me. You don't have to. Okay. Let's see how it does in the waterline. Oh yeah. Goes on really easily. We'll see if it transfers. You know, my Gwen Stefani pencil is my favorite. It does not transfer. I even tried the Too Faced one. They call it the Killer 24-hour. It transferred. The Gwen Stefani Give, I can put it on my upper line. Never goes to my lower waterline. Okay, so I'm really happy with this. It's very pretty. And I got a brown one too, and I'll probably use that a lot. If I like how this turns out, I will rewear it tomorrow because I have to go to work at ESPN, and I will just do this same look for TikTok. Pretty. I mean, I could just get away with just those two colors right there, but it's a little boring. It's not, it's beautiful. It's just, you know, that's why I got these colors, right? Okay, so I'm gonna do, look at this. I'm gonna do it. Oh my gosh. Y'all, look at that color. Oh my gosh, it's like peacock. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I'm so glad I went with a color and not just a boring palette, because I think that's what makes this one unique, is these are colors that I don't often wear. Look at that. Now you don't have to wing it out like that. I'm just doing it for drama. I can't tell you how fun it is to use these. I have to tell you the funniest thing. When I went in for my MAC Cosmetics interview, I interviewed for MAC Cosmetics in 1993. They weren't even in most of the country yet. They were in California, Seattle. They were in LA and San Francisco and Orange County and San Diego, just those 4 cities, nowhere else. They might have been in Dallas, but I'm not sure. Chicago, of course, New York. That's where they kind of started after Toronto. I think that's about it. And I went to interview, and I had on Estee Lauder shadows and Chanel shadows, and I had put them all on with this. And the woman who interviewed me was like, wow, you're really good if you can put on shadows with a sponge applicator and make it look like you used brushes. But I just was always a blender. My whole life, I was all about blending, 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 blending. Look at that. Should we do a little under the eye? Why not, right? Look, I didn't even have to re-dip it, and that went right under my eye. Oh, y'all, this is so pretty. I'm gonna wear this a lot for holidays, and I'm going on a virgin cruise with mature influencers, and I'm definitely bringing this shadow with me. What do y'all think? Now, I can also kind of blend it out. I know that's crazy for some of you, but you have to understand, if I'm gonna wear a crazy color, I really want it to make a statement, okay? And then okay. I feel like I still need a little bit more blending. I want it to be a little bit softer. Okay, we're gonna leave that for now. because I'm gonna use the little mascara sample they sent me, and we'll see how we like the mascara sample. That's another thing. Why didn't I order their mascara? I don't know, but here's the sample. So let's see how we like it. Fat brush. I love a big fat brush because it's gonna give me the volume that I want. Yeah, that's fun. What do you guys think of this so far? Are you like, holy moly, that's crazy? Would you choose these colors? Would you go with more safe colors? I could have gone with more safe, but I saw that peacock green and I had to have it. The palette also comes with a navy, and I really love navy. But I really wanted that green because I just think that is so pretty. And do you see the green in my eyes? It's weird. Normally reds and plums bring out my greens more. Any type of reddish brown or burgundies or plums or orangey reds, terracottas, those really pop the green in my eye. But sometimes, I don't know why, just wearing green on your eye also makes your eyes look more green. I don't know why that is. Look at that. Do you see that green in my eyes? My eyes are very olive green. They're not like a pretty blue green. They're olive green. After a good cry, oh, do I look green after a good cry? Haven't had a good cry in a long time. What about you? Okay, this mascara is incredible. I don't even know how much it is. Ooh, look at that. This is incredible. I might buy this. I might actually buy this mascara. This is impressive. You know, my favorite mascaras, you know, I love Thrive. I love my tubing mascara. I also fell in love with Jones Road Beauty. Amazing mascara. And then I really love Pat McGrath and Hourglass. Those are the four that impressed me the most, that gave me the longest, most beautiful lashes, okay? So see how now the whole face is on that green coming out to the side like that is not as scary, but don't worry, I'm gonna tone it down a little bit. I'm definitely gonna tone down a little bit of that green. I just need to get some foundation on my face. Now let me see if it had any fallout. Okay, yep, we have fallout. We have fallout, and that's going to require a makeup wipe. I'm looking around for Scotch tape. Do you know the Scotch tape rule? You can literally use Scotch tape to lift up any, look at all that. Do you see that? All that green fell right, that's okay. We can just get it off. That's why I always do eyes first. Even when someone is in my makeup chair, I'm like, I do eyes first so that we can be fast and easy for cleanup. Okay. I'm not doing lower lashes with mascara yet. I might not do it at all, or I might just wait and see how it looks once I have concealer on. Okay, let's go into the La Beige. I don't even know if I got the right color. I got B30. I remember seeing reviews on this. I don't know how I'm gonna like this, but we'll see. You don't even have to shake it. So it's these little teeny beads. Do you see all those? And you're supposed to squirt it on the back of your hand. And you're supposed to like mash it down with this brush. Feels really good. I can see why this was popular in the summer. It's very cooling. And this is probably more of a summer color. I could possibly go down from here. I can't tell what kind of, If I'm being quiet, it's because I'm thinking. I'm thinking. See, this is another reason why I didn't want to take off too much shadow, because I know it was going to kind of go into it with a little bit of makeup. Okay, it's really pretty, right? But I've just done 5 pumps on my face, and this thing is tiny. This is not much bigger than like a blush stick. I do like this little brush for applying. I have to say, I really like. Because this, because this formula is so watery, is why I can apply it. Because you know how oftentimes I'll say, especially with Saint makeup, that I don't like to use brushes with foundation because I find it exfoliates my skin and I don't want like a bunch of flakes on my face. Okay, so now we're gonna take my Stands Out sponge and we are going to pat it all in. It's really pretty, isn't it? I can't get over that huge deep dent in my head, all from wearing glasses. This is what happens when we lose collagen. Our skin doesn't snap back. Okay. What do we think? This is looking like a huge bruise on my face. Also, I have big old green veins on the sides of my temples because my face is thinning out. So it probably doesn't help that I put green there. Okay, let's see what this honestly looks like. Now, remember, I don't go under my eyes. Okay, it definitely looks like second skin. Look at that. You can still see a few sunspots. You can still see a little bit of red. This is where, you know, color correction comes in, but I'm not gonna color correct because I did not buy a Chanel color corrector, and so I don't wanna use color corrector. But it's very pretty. These are my area right here. This right here. This is my area that gets all the nasty texture. See how this folds over on itself? This is where I get nasty, ugly texture. And so this area right here, these parentheses, this is my true telltale sign if something works for mature skin. If this looks really textury and dry and old, it's not mature skin approved. But I will tell you, this doesn't. This is very skin-like and pretty, okay? I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Next, we're gonna take this. Now, what did I get? Warm pink. Boy, that does not look like warm pink, does it? So I got warm pink. I mean, that does not look like warm pink to me, but let's see. Okay. Well, that's gorgeous. Do one more. It's really cool. Like my face feels really cool right now. I can see why this was huge in the summer and why you're not seeing ads. You're not seeing ads or influencers talk about this anymore. But let me tell you, if you run hot, if you're a mature woman that runs real hot, or you live in hot climates, or you get hot flashes, this feels so cool. Look at that. That does not look like makeup. That just looks like my skin. Yeah, it blends in seamlessly. It's absolutely seamless. Okay, and then I'm gonna take a little bit of that. I'm not using bronzer today, shocking, but I didn't buy a bronzer, so why use one? Okay, this concealer, what is this? No, that's the lip balm. Where's my concealer? This concealer is called Boy de Chanel, Boy Concealer in Light. Maybe it's called Boy because boys don't really wear makeup and they want it to look like boy. Huh. What do we think about that? Where is my BK Beauty brush? Here it is. This is what I love. This is from the Angie Hot and Flashy. This is the A506. They call it the kitten paw. We'll try this. That's pretty, right? Now there's my dents, but look at how different this dent looks from this dent. Oh my gosh, that's really pretty. That is really pretty. Let's look at this close up. Wow, it looks like skin. I'm not even wearing primer under my eyes. I did use a nice eye cream, of course. I used my Caudalie. Wow. This concealer looks just like skin. Now it's not color correcting. It might be a little too light for me, but I kind of like that going into winter. I like that. And the fact that I can go under the whole eye with it, look at me, under that whole eye. Get this out here. That's really pretty. Let's do a little bit. See that red on my chin? This is when I want to get my Saint Y01 and go into my chin. A little red around my nose. This is covering it okay. It doesn't color correct, but it covers. Okay, I'm impressed. Boy de Chanel. Boy de Chanel, I'm impressed. Okay. Let me dab a little bit off from the, what do we think of these shadows? So pretty, and that I put them on with these little applicators. I am not mad with these. These are very pretty. I'm definitely doing this look tomorrow for TikTok. That is very pretty. Okay. Where is my lip liner? I don't know why a lip liner needs this big of packaging. Maybe because it has a, oh, because of this. It comes with the little Chanel sharpener. By the way, Tate is right by my side and he's being so quiet and so good. Okay, let's see. By the way, y'all, I'm thinking of doing a whole video on my menopause journey. Is that something you'd even want to see? It's not for those of you who are beyond menopause. Once you're beyond, right? It's really for all of the women leading up to it, like the perimenopause years, the 5 to 10 years leading up to menopause that, I'm sorry, they're rough. No one prepared me for it. They are rough. And my mom's thinking was just always, well, yeah, this is called the change and this is just life. And yeah, it sucks. And, you know, and I'm like, really? Is that really our plight in life, that we have to succumb to this? And then I started listening to Menopause Barbie. I started with her YouTubes, but I enjoyed her podcast much more. And I would take long walks. It's a year and a half ago, and I'd take long walks or long drives, and I would absorb and just devour everything she said. And I'm like, that's it. I'm going on HRT. I'm going on HRT. Zero regrets. Zero regrets. Now, I love that lip liner so much. I would do lip balm with it, but I did buy a lipstick, and I want you to be able to see it. Oh, that's not lipstick. That is highlighter. Here's the lipstick. This is Illusion 206, 208, 206. Look at this. So fun. This is so thick and heavy. This is light as a feather. Do you see how luxury does? They make things bigger and heavier than the actual product. There's very little lipstick in here. And they do that so it feels luxury. I don't know, what do you think about that? Will you tell me how you feel about luxury heavy products? I think it's why drugstore has always felt cheap to me. I hate drugstore packaging, but that's how they keep it affordable. I hate how light it is. I hate all the peeling of all the plastic and all the barcodes. And I don't like drugstore packaging, but I like drugstore products. Oh, you guys, I did good. I did good. That is so pretty. That is my lip. Bridget Bardot, that is my lip. That is my look. Okay. So we're not quite done, but I want to see. I feel like I'm missing bronzer, but we're going to go without bronzer today. But I feel like I'm kind of missing bronzer. And you know what? I feel like I'm missing the lower lashes. I am. I'm missing those lower lashes. I want those lower lashes. So I'm going to put lower lashes on. I have so much hair sticking to my face because this watery makeup is kind of, oh yeah, that looks better. This watery makeup is, what am I trying to say? It's dewy, which I love. I'm a dewy girl. I am a dewy girl all the way. But my hair's kind of sticking to it. But look at all this close up, y'all. This is stunning close up. Okay, we're gonna take the highlighting stick. We're gonna go over the eyebrow. We're gonna go, for me, I like top of the apple and top of the cheek. I like right there and down the center of the nose. Look at that. And that's it. We don't put it on the lip because we'll look like we're sweaty and having a flash, and we don't want it on the chin. We can also take the tiniest, tiniest bit, tiny, tiny. I have no shadow on my brow bone. I left my brow bone completely empty. Gives it a beautiful sheen. Okay, I'm loving this. I am loving this. Now, some of you don't like shine. So to show you what I would do, if you were a client of mine, I would take some powder. This is Bye Bye Pores, which is a blurring powder. And I'm just gonna go where that shine was, but look, I'm gonna keep that beautiful shine above my eyebrow. And then I'm gonna go a little bit for some reason, it's okay to have a shiny cheek. We don't want to be too shiny where the pores are because it will just look like we're greasy. So that's where I powder. That's it. Now, sometimes what's ever left on the brush, I might take a little bit because I don't want my hair sticking to my face. And there we go. What do we think? You know what I need? I need brow gel. And I'm gonna use Got to Be Real. I can't help it. I'm addicted to it. To be honest, I actually prefer the Anastasia Brow Freeze. Anastasia, I call her Stasia. It's Anastasia. I like her Brow Freeze the best of anything I've ever used. But I'm using this because it's fast and convenient. And I really like this. It's not a huge difference. I think this product is 15 or 16 and the Anastasia is maybe 20. But when I'm just in a hurry, I really like how fast and easy this is. Look at that. I like that. Okay, let's set it. Let me see how this concealer is doing. Y'all, that concealer is beautiful. Sorry, I got a little brow gel on my eyes. That concealer is beautiful. Might be too light for me, but going into winter, I think it's perfect. I know my eyes are heavy, but I like heavy eyes. And then, you know, I always do this trick. A little setting spray on the back of the hand. Tap, tap, tap. And that way we never have to put powder under the eyes because powder can be aging, okay? What do we think? It's beautiful. I don't think I could get this richness and intensity with drugstore. It's really pretty. I'm crazy about this lip. This lip is my jam. I'm crazy about that teal green. Is it any better than anything I've ever tried? Here's the thing, you know, back in my day, Chanel was the pinnacle. Like Chanel was the tip top. Chanel and YSL. Dior was up there, but to me, I don't know why Dior just wasn't as upper scale as Chanel and YSL. Chanel and YSL to me were the tippy top. And I'm going back to the 90s. Okay, this is 1990 through 2000. That's when Chanel was like up here for me, like upper shelf, upper level. I feel like we have come to a place in time with YouTube tutorials. I think those started becoming huge in 2013. Of course, Michelle Phan was very popular back when Gracie was a baby, and I thought, should I start a YouTube channel? You know why I didn't? One, I didn't have anywhere to film. My house was a rental and it was kind of dilapidated, but also I was like, oh, I'm too old. I thought that I was 40. I was in the prime of my life. I was a pro makeup artist in Hollywood, and I thought, I'm too old to start a YouTube. So here I am at 55 growing my YouTube, right? But I really thought that really was my mindset. But that was the period where we started to hear about Natasha Denona eyeshadows. If you haven't used Natasha Denona eyeshadow, you owe it to yourself to get even like a little teeny tiny one. They go on like butter. I was blown away the first time I ever tried Natasha, and I think I found her in my Ipsy bag or my Allure beauty box. I can't remember, but I was like, whoa, this is top level. These Mario shadows are a palette you could use you could probably use this palette for 3 years straight. They're just mattes. So if you wanted to have fun, you could pop a little shimmer from another brand on your eyelid, or you could go in with a little Chanel and add it. But when I wear these, I get that Kardashian look, which whether you're a fan or not, it's very beautiful because it's super blended and you don't notice the shadow, you notice the eye. Mario's brilliant, and these go on like butter. The Saint shadows are great. The Saint shadows are absolutely great. I have one in here. This is my little Sabrina. In fact, I'm gonna put it on right now because I feel like I need that light color in my inner eye that I didn't get. Where is my brush? Is it over here? I don't know where my brush is, and I'll tell you something. I am running out of brushes because I have got so many dirty brushes everywhere. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'll just put it on with my finger. Yep, see that little pop of... So I feel like years ago, Chanel was just so buttery and soft, and it blended itself because we just didn't have a lot to compare it to. You can't compare Clinique and Estee Lauder eyeshadows to a Chanel. There was just no comparison. And then, you know, you get Mob Beauty in the game, and they made beautiful, it's artist quality, pro quality eyeshadows. They're all clean. There's absolutely nothing in it that could have any harmful ingredients. It's all sustainable packaging. When you're done with a Mob Beauty color, you just put it in recycling and you buy a new one, you know, and they even have smaller ones. They even have one that is totally recyclable that comes in here. So it could fit one blush, one bronzer, or 2 little eyeshadows, or a cake liner. Here's their cake. Oh, this is fun. I can't tell you what that is right now. But you know, you could buy even just a little one. There's my color. That's my color I'm coming out with next week. Stay tuned. Or in 2 weeks, I'm coming out with my color. I can't wait to tell you guys about it. Here's their cake liner in brown and navy, because they had a black and they came out with 2 new colors. Like, that's so brilliant that when you run out of a color that you don't need anymore and you run out of it, you can just buy a new one or replace it with something new and fun. So I think what I'm trying to say is, as much as I love this Chanel face, I really do, I really love it. Is it better than anything else I've tried? Or do I just love the feeling? Do I just love the feeling of buying Chanel and opening it up? Like, it's a very luxurious feeling. Like, even the highlighter's heavy, everything's heavy. Well, that's the packaging. That's not the product, although that's that's an absolutely beautiful highlighter. But are we just like duped into heavy packaging? Is that what we're doing here? We're just duped? Okay, let's see how much I spent on this. You all, oh my gosh, you're not gonna, what do you think? Put it in comments. What do you think I spent on this? I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't like these. I do not like these. Okay, so I bought that all over body spray, the Chanel No. 5 all over body spray, because I wanted a lighter scent. Sometimes Chanel No. 5 can be heavy. I usually spray it and walk into it. I never put it directly on skin, so I thought, oh, I'll get the body spray. That was $70. Guess how much I spent on this whole face of Chanel? $605. $605.62, all to make a YouTube. And let's see, so the all over spray was 70. The transparent balm, the lip balm was 45. The concealer was 45. That's maybe a little bit more. Oh my gosh, you guys. What else? What else is on here? Okay, that's the same. What's here? Okay. The eye pencil is 34. The lipsticks are 42. I also bought a beautiful red for Christmas. The blush was 50. The, and let's see. Oh wait, do we have another one here? How many receipts do I have? Good grief. What's this one? Oh, okay. 62, was that the, I think what that was this. Oh yeah, Road Movie. So my eyeshadows are called Road Movie. That was 62. The pencils are 34. The lip pencil's 32. The blush was 50, and then the foundation is 65. Not bad though, considering the Westman Atelier, this little teeny tiny Westman Atelier skin tint was $68, and look at how little it is. It's so tiny. And the Westman Atelier's heavy packaging too, just so you know. So that's one thing I learned when I went to be with Mob Beauty in Palm Springs last week. They purposely make packaging heavier so they can charge more. Now, are some of their formulas more beautiful and more youthful looking, more hydrating, more beautiful texture? Yeah, but are you paying for that formula or are you paying for packaging? Both, but you're largely paying for packaging. All of this stuff is heavy. This is heavy. It's all heavy. You're paying for packaging. So there you have it. I just spent $600 on this face with that all over body spray. And honestly, I mean, you tell me in comments, you're not going to hurt my feelings at all. Does this look any better than any other brand that I've tried? I mean, did I do an Hourglass face yet? I might do an Hourglass face. Hourglass is stunning. I've done Pat McGrath. I've done Patrick Ta. I've done high-end makeup. And I don't know that this Chanel looks any better than anything I've ever tried. I love it. I'm going to keep it all. I'm going to use it periodically. I'm going to do this exact same look tomorrow for TikTok. But I don't know that this looks any better than Saint or Hourglass or all my other colors. You tell me. You tell me in comments what you think. It's pretty. It was fun to do my eyes with the little sponge applicators. Anyway, okay, everyone. Let me know if you want to hear, if you're in perimenopause and you want to hear about how I got through it and just menopause. I've officially been in menopause since the end of September. Let me know if that's something you would like to hear, because I've had a lot of people on Instagram say, please, please tell me more. I need to know what you're doing. I need to know why you're feeling so good and why you're celebrating menopause. So I think I do owe people a video on that. We can also talk about my falling face, because that is something that I don't know what I'm gonna do. I canceled my lower face surgery and I'm kind of at a standstill right now. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I won't do another peel until January because I had a scheduled peel last week, but we know it takes 10, 11, 12 days to peel. And my agency said, can you please push that till January? Because we have a lot of big brand campaigns coming up for the holidays. And so I said, absolutely. So, because I have a whole other life over on TikTok. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I can't wait to hear what you think about this Chanel face. I feel like I need bronzer, but that's not Chanel's fault at all. I didn't buy a bronzer. I don't know why, I just didn't. I guess I thought I had so many good ones, but I didn't really want to do another bronzer with Chanel. And also, you know, I don't wear as much bronzer in the winter, but I still feel like, ooh, I could use a little bit of bronzer right now. Thank you for being here. Please subscribe if you want more content that is in the mature beauty category. Let's YouTube know you are here for this. You want more mature content. Let me know other ideas that you would like to see going forward, because after all, I'm teaching. I'm here for you, not for me. Well, I'm kind of here for me. I'm trying to earn money through YouTube to buy my facelift. To be honest, that's why I started YouTube. And I started YouTube long before I ever did a Saint video. So I was doing YouTube for probably a solid year before I ever was introduced to Saint. So I was here to really grow YouTube, monetize my channel so that I could earn money for a facelift. So there you go. Let me know in comments what you'd like to see next. I have no idea what I'm doing next week. I don't plan in advance. I'm just not that girl. I kind of get an idea in my head and I'm like, that's what I'll do this week. But I don't plan in advance. That's just not how I work. I like to be spontaneous. As you can tell, I don't plan out my videos. You're like, yeah, right, we know. But I think it makes it more organic, and I want you to feel like we're on a Zoom together, or, you know, we're hanging out in my living room together. And that's how I want it to feel. I don't want it to feel like a big production or staged or heavily edited. So bye for now.